High five all of the P2P investors of Hive Finance team. Today, I think it's one of the very rare opportunities for all of us to do this video recording, during which both shareholders and founders of Hive Finance are meeting together for this video interview to introduce themselves, to freely discuss, the key topicals of today. So guys, I'm very much excited to introduce my co-founding partner, Andrius Rupšys. And now Andrius is the person with whom we started the business back in 2021. And even before that, we started, to thinking how the business will be looking like, what's our vision, what we are planning to do. So we will tell it about that more in a minute. But now, Andrius, maybe you could introduce more about yourself, about your personalities, about your passion, about your business. Tell us all about yourself.
Yes, thank you, Richard. I'm also excited to be here with you. So yeah, I'm Andrius, and I consider myself as an entrepreneur. And actually, my first business was when I was 15. It was like assembling and selling computers. So I'm an IT guy from the very beginning, IT entrepreneur. And
So you're a technology geek, can you admit that?
Yeah, I like to test stuff, like I bought electric bike recently and and all other sorts of, electronic stuff. I love this.
All right.
Yeah.
How about you? I know you have a big family, so are you a fan of having a huge family together, and spending
Yes.
some time with them?
Yes, I have a really huge family. I'm a father of 6 kids.
All right.
Yes, I'm really busy at home.
How do you make it all together? I mean, how do you manage the big multinational business and you still balance off with the family? How is it doable at all?
That's such a big topic that I think we need another video for that.
Coming back to your business, so Ruptela, in one sentence, how would you describe your business? What is it, Ruptela?
Yeah, Ruptela is a company, a global company providing GPS tracking solutions. So we manufacture the tracking devices that we fit into the cars and also the software, which allows our customers to see where their vehicles are, to monitor different eco-driving stuff, how economically the cars are being used, where they have been used, mileage, kilometers, different tax incentives. And overall, I mean, it's a very sustainability driven company because our goal is really to increase effectiveness of the transport and CO2 and all the other stuff.
Fantastic. ESG is the most popular topic nowadays, and we will talk about that more in a minute. Great. So this is Andrius, and about myself very shortly, guys. You already know about me. I've started my career in finance after graduation. I was starting with the Big Four, and then working with the mid to large multinational corporates in the finance management, with a big focus on the multinational expansion. So this is where I basically started, working with the classical investment bankers. And when it came, to conclusion, where was the main lack of the fintech, it was that there were slow decisions, majority of the funding goes offline. I cannot say there is a lot of sustainable businesses because after all, there are a lot of paper documented processes, and it's very slow experience. So when we started speaking with Andrius about developing our business, we clearly thought about the same vision. We wanted to digitalize it to the maximum, but we will tell more about that in a minute.
At Ruptela, we've been looking for our global CFO, group CFO. And so this is where we've met actually together in the job interview, as far as I remember. Yes, and well, we spent quite some time together working, and really Ričardas has built a good reputation of himself, in my eyes. And, we've been always discussing things at work, what can we do and so on. And I particularly remember once that we've been discussing and said, well, I think really there are very good opportunities, in the fintech sector, that we could pursue. And well, I really became interested in that because I was also looking for new investment opportunities. And well, I remember this discussion that we had in the evening after one dinner, right? And then yes, you remember.
Yeah, I
Yes,
remember it.
yes, and then you sent me all these materials, which we started looking together of what we can build this organization, digital organization, really technology-based organization. And what I loved about that really was that. You came with some, with financial experience and with experience in similar type of businesses, and also myself, knowing the technology well and knowing some people who can bring in quickly the technologies. And also some other people who can help us in scaling up. So I think the match was really good that, there were ideas, there was money, there were contacts and so on. So I think that was really a perfect match for us to start together.
I couldn't agree more to that, guys. I think my feeling was mutual. When we met with Andrius and started, talking about building our fintech business together, I thought that there are two important things in your life. First is that to meet a fantastic wife, so that's a checkbox, and second, to meet a fantastic business partner, a common vision-driven, very prudent in finance as well. By the way, I can tell you guys that Andrius's, I was really surprised, positively surprised about Andrius's experience and knowledge, specifically in finance field, because we were speaking the common language from the day one. So I think this all gives us a very fast synchronization of our expectation should we go for the fintech business, because I'm a Finn, Andrius is a tech, and it was a perfect collision. That's for sure. So this is where we came with the Hive Finance, and this is how packed up together back in 21 November, and I think year of 22 for us was a really fast developing ride, and the key success was not only that we were clearly knowing what we're doing in developing the fintech business, but also that we had a fantastic group of our employees, group of our team in different geographies, which are all experts in fields of fintech, finance, banking, investment banking. So first thing which we launched, we started our operations in Poland with issuing the fully digitalized online consumer loans. We have a fully runnable in-house core system supporting by experienced technology team who are working on the global basis. Also, soon enough after launching Poland, in a few months' time, we have also launched the Hive, our P2P investment marketplace located in Croatia. And although we're in the times of the war and investors were very feeling tense. However, I could say that once we have launched Hive, we rolled out in September, and as of now we have almost 2,000 investors regularly investing, growing their wallets, their investment portfolios. And we already exceeded over 8 million euro of funded loans. And we already running with the two products available to offer. So one is the consumer loans in Poland, our very first geography, and the next is the lease, the buy now, pay later of B2B buy now, pay later product for Rupšys. So there is a selection to choose from, and that was our very fresh start. I think for every business, critical importance to define yourself in the general market and in the general competitive market. And anyhow, you need to distinguish and you need to present yourself, your unique points, your uniqueness in the market. So from this perspective, together with Andrius, we had a few strategic points. We want to maximize return on investments to our investors. and make it safe, and and do the global business, globally scalable, digitalized business. And I think that started to materialize from the day one, because our unique selling point is that currently in the market, we are one of the fastest growing P2P platform, and we offer one of the highest rates, I would think, in the market, according to the statistics, the highest rates on the returns. And the formula we were always discussing, what it takes for us to be so competitive in terms of, offering the highest price in the market, was always that automation of the processes, which kills the majority of the heavy operational costs on our shoulder. I think this is important in every business.
Yeah.
Exactly. Being digitalized from the day one, that was critical. And even now today, when we are sitting in this interview we're doing in our Warsaw office, this is the key point on our management team agenda. Be online, be fully digitalized, and give a maximum customer experience when it comes to the lending the consumers, but on the other hand, servicing the investors. So that is one. And I think second, what gives us the uniqueness to provide the high returns is the very sophisticated scoring model, scoring machine, which is nowadays it's fully automatized. It builds a big data engine, providing a multi sources of the data processing from variety of available service providers in the Polish market, which allows us to score our customers, to score our clients, and minimize the risks on ours and, of course, the investors' shoulders. So this is something which we have invested from the day one, and now it materializes. I think this is important for investors, especially when we talk that we entrust us their money, so that this money is safe and invested in safe and sound. So safety in the business, safety for investors, contingency plan, I think it was one of the first topics in our strategy discussion agenda back in 21 when we started talking with Andrius, building the business together. And when investing the money, it's the ultimate goal to provide the safe service for the funds. So we built a three layer. We are building the 3-layer safety system, which can secure and execute the contingency plan. So one of them, that each of our group loan originators must maintain a minimum level of liquidity required to service the timely buyback. So that's why high-five investors, they enjoy 0 days in the delay of their portfolio. So every time when we have a due dates for buying back the claim of rights of the loans, we service those claim of rights immediately. And I think that each investor which are investing for quite a while via our platform can enjoy that starting from the September of last year. Another thing is that, again, each of our group company maintains credit line facility, which is a record for us, in terms of, again, giving extra layer of liquid operational and working capital financing. This is what we are constantly building. And the third, and I think it's critically important to execute the contingency plan, is to have a sufficient equity, because either way, management, the investment funds, it's all about keeping the proper level of reserve of your equity to manage and to mitigate any potential contingency risks. So I think those all 3 layers mentioned, which we are constantly building as we grow, gives us the possibility to securitize, the investments the investments that we manage, and I think this gives a confidence to our investors from the whole European economic area that we currently have. So you
Yeah.
think we can repeat the business model of Ruptela, being truly global, like 5 continents and so many employees worldwide?
Well,
What do you
this
think?
already happened in my head, you know. Now we just need to do it. So,
Let's do it,
you know, you
guys.
build a house twice, once in your
Yeah.
head, and second time is just, you know, with your hands. It's
Make
easy.
it in
So-
reality, yeah.
So I think we have it in our heads long ago. So
Yeah.
now we just need to do it.
Let's materialize all as we have a common vision. And I think speaking about the digital finance, I see it, fully demonetized. So it has to become truly digital. It has to be borderless. So it has to serve the common purpose all over the world. And I think it has to be user easy to use. So everyone, starting from our investors, and coming to our customers, borrowers, it has to be user friendly, and user experience is the ultimate goal for us. And we have all the tools, we have the team, we have the technology in place to execute it all. So from the vision perspective, we will definitely not stop. We already, as we speak with you and doing this interview, we are progressing on establishing the next geography in Europe, but we're also targeting the other continents in our strategy perspective. Also, from product-wise, we are focusing on the consumer lending at the moment, but very short, we will execute more products live, and that will service ESG-driven specifically products. We are talking about the green loan specifically because we see that this is the future. This is the trend where we will have more and more green financing available in place. And I'm very much excited. I'm very much happy that from very day one, we are a ESG-driven organization. We are fully digitalized. And we are CO2 emission more than zero, I would say. At least at the moment in our organization, we have least contribution to the increase of CO2 emission. So let's head towards the strategy and high five.
High five.